Alright, so no introductions or introductions towards this video or channel or any of this stuff, or just reaction, review, commentary stuff. Anyways, if any of you guys really would like stuff, like, share, comments, hit the bell notification. Really, truly care about it. Give a rat's about this channel. Subscribe, my fellow awesome people and viewers and watchers. Anyone of you guys who's just brand new, stumbling on this video or channel for the very first time, be cool if you stick around. Anyways, I know I said this is like 3 or 4 weeks already. It's super old as hell, but whatever. It is what it is. Finally got time to sit back, relax, and watch this trailer. I still never watched any of the anime episodes for this at all. The only thing I know is a very huge deal. I think it was like back in 2020, 2021, 2022. So it was a really huge ass, ginormous freaking anime. A lot of Gen Z and Gen Alpha kids were getting really big into it. I don't know how the fuck Gen Alpha kids would be able to watch this anyways, because what I heard, I'm not sure if it's true now. I'm not surprised with the old school word like Chainsaw Man. Of course, it's got to be like M for mature, T for teen. There's no way in hell this anime is set for little kids. I don't think it's a hentai like, doujin, actualized, like lustful, perverted sort of anime. It's just a lot of crazy ass freaking bloodshed in it. I don't know if the same dude that made One Punch Man might have been the same one that watched this anime, that created the anime show, because it looks kind of like the same animation art style like One Punch Man uses. So I don't know. I might get into it. I might not. We'll see. Maybe this freaking movie trailer like convinced me, because I know with the Demon Slayer one, I was already not like a super hardcore fan. I was a decently good enough fan for this show. I was a super hardcore over the moon for it, but at the same time, it wasn't like the worst one either. It was pretty alright. It was pretty cool. It wasn't the greatest of all time. It was meh, okay. It was decent, alright. Like the story and the plot and the characters and that's freaking amazing. Absolutely. Just kissing that bitch, man, for real. So hopefully the characters are really cool and awesome badass. And this, I don't know, there's one that gets R34'd a lot in this freaking show. As I seen the clips and trailers for like the TV series, aka the anime show series or whatever. It looked alright, but it looked kind of like over the top. I don't know if it's gonna be goofy or silly or serious, or crazy, insane as hell. So I don't know. Who knows? Like 4 or 5 years ago when the show came out. I'll see if this one convinces me. It's from Sony Pictures Entertainment too. The one just, I don't know if they're doing an English dub version for it, the Japanese subtitle. They're just gonna release all in Japanese. So without yapping or stalling and wasting your guys' time, all my side thoughts, side views out of the way. Let's truly jump into this bad boy. All right, let's go. Hopefully I don't get a claim. Oh, originally made for CrunchyRoll. I never heard of Mappa before.
マキマさんは俺に心ってあると思います。
あ
ったよ。私の名前レゼ。私が全部教えてあげる。
僕好きになっちまう。
ね。Oh, it's next month. I thought that was September.
ボブが来る。
I should have decided that it was early.
みんなチェンソーの心臓ばっか欲しがっちゃって。電池の心臓。
Oh, let's just say that anime like art style from Your Name from 2018, 19, 17. Late. Oh wow, still a lot of crazy ass
boom.
So fun. Exclusively for IMAX theaters. Oh, okay. And premium and format IMAX theaters exclusively in theaters.
I've been looking for a high protein beverage now.
I had no idea. Exclusive for IMAX theaters and premium. All right. I don't know. We'll see if I check it out. Hold on one second. Alright, so overall thoughts, views, opinions, feelings, vibes, hot takes, hardcore opinions, bullet points, world views, and good takes, hot takes, good or bad, I don't know. My own personal viewpoints and speculations, and my own hot take. My thoughts on it, for real. Like I said before, I'll say it again, never watched the anime TV show series ever. So I'm probably going to be stepping into something completely I have no understanding with, because I've seen a little bit of clips here and there 4 or 5 years ago when I was at its peak of fame and popularity, but never got to really sit down and really watch the show because it didn't really like captivate me that much. I said it before, I said it again, I'm not sure if the same anime art style artist that created One Punch Man was the same one that did this show, Chainsaw Man. Because it has the word man in it at the end. I don't know. Maybe there might be a correlation or effect of that. I don't know. I'll look in the wiki fandom, see if it's the original artist that created, or animator that created this series. Like the One Punch Man series. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. Maybe I'm right. I have no idea. The last few things I'll say is this. The music sounds really super epic. It sounds really cool. Kind of sounds a little bit scary and jarring. So I can see why it would be open like in theaters October 20th or 24th, because that's around the time fucking Halloween month is a thing. You know, granted, every time I see a lot of trailers, whether I'm doing it for reaction review segment videos or hyper reaction review segments, or it's just on my off time, when I'm off of YouTube or not working at all, or I'm at my job and I'm like taking my lunch breaks or whatever, I'll stumble upon a couple of trailers and like, wow, they were showing scary movie trailers year round. But since that whole Planet of Scandal happened in 2020, 2021, I noticed there's way more extra horror, thriller, blood and gore sort of like movie trailers that come out all year round now. So the past 5, 6, several years almost, like I noticed that way more before we got into the year 2020 to now. It's crazy, man. This is not just set for October anymore like it was when I was a 90s kid, and again as a 2000s teenager, and in 2010s when I hit my 20s at the time. It's a lot more different now than it was before. I'm not surprised about that either. There's much more fucked up and evil of the world in this country and the rest of the world's getting, so I'm not surprised, unfortunately. I'm trying to sound like a Debbie Downer or like a negative piece of shit. I've always viewed things for many fucking years. And the last two final things I'll say is this. I don't know if the English dub's gonna end up cutting a bunch of stuff with like a lot of censorship if you watch an English dub instead of like the Japanese subtitle ones. I know for a lot of the stuff with the video game shit Sony was doing for the past couple of years, it was 2017, 18, early 2019, woke culture wars I started hearing about at that time. I started hearing about stuff putting bullshit politics and SJW stuff and girl boss crap, all this fucking goddamn horse gaki, that garbage shit into their video games. I'm hoping and praying, fingers fucking crossed, they don't do that shit with Chainsaw Man in the English dub version. I hope they don't put any stupid woke SJW stuff where the girl's the superhero and maybe she just breaks up with the dude and she doesn't give a fuck about him no more, even though he really loves her, but she doesn't apply the same feelings and love and emotion. She's just this hardcore lesbian chick or whatever that's fighting for injustice for all women because all men are bad. I hope they don't put some stupid ass fucking rhetoric in this anime. I pray that they don't. Hoping and praying God they don't. And then last but not least, looks like there's gonna be a lot of action and fighting and adventures exploding everywhere. So I might actually go out to the theaters and watch this bitch, man. I rarely ever watch that much shit in IMAX. The last two things I saw in IMAX was in 2022 or 2023, the Dragon Ball Super movie, when I Gohan and Piccolo and they get like Super Saiyan form, but like the Namek version of that. I know it was that one and Fast and Furious X10. Those are the last two I saw in IMAX theaters a while ago, so 2021 and 2022. So it's been like 3.5 years the last time I saw anything in IMAX, because there's only like 5 or 6 IMAX studio like movie theaters out here in Vegas. Not that many of them. Which I think there'd be like 200-300 of them. That's the biggest fucking tourist capital in the goddamn world, next to New York City and LA, and I guess parts of Texas and Florida too, like Orlando, Miami, and all that too, or Illinois and Chicago and all that. And I guess the other two big ones like Hawaii and what else? I'm trying to think besides those spots. Maybe Tennessee? I don't know. Anyways. And parts in Jersey too, I don't know. Anyways, other than that, I'm not sure. I'm still kind of like scratching my head a little bit thinking if this is going to be a good movie or it's going to be a shit movie. We'll see in due time. I can't even trust the Rotten Tomato score charts because a lot of that stuff can be fabricated and twisted to anything. Any bullshit rhetoric that the mainstream media wants you to believe. So there's that. That's all I can say for the mind here. Now, today. Peace out. Nice talk out. Late to my see you on the flip side. Stay cautious. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take it easy. I'm going out. Goodbye. Stay easy. Stay tuned for more future rant videos as well. Take it easy. I'm gone. Later. See you soon.